Hey, Star Family. I got so many comments on here, and I've been replying to some of them, and now my content is getting flagged and taken down. So I'm just not gonna reply to people's comments because I understand it's a touchy subject. I get it. I totally get it, and that's okay. But we're here to have open discussions about this stuff, and you are feel free to put whatever you want in the comments. Everyone has the right to their own opinion. Totally fine. Let's talk about all the comments on the Bible and about aliens being demons. Let's address that one. So I grew up with pretty strict Christian parents. We went to church every Sunday, Sunday school. I used to go to youth group, and at a certain point they paid me. My parents paid me to go to youth group because I hated going there. I knew a lot of the things that they were pushing was not right. I didn't know how it wasn't right, but I just knew. And I knew at age seven, something was up. This is one of the Bibles I had growing up. It has my actual maiden name on it, Little Lisa Bible. The Bible, for the most part, is right. I'm not going to argue with that. There are so many things in here that are spot on, absolutely correct. However, when King James decided to canonize the Bible, which he edited it because he needed to translate it because all the peasants were translating it for themselves so they could have that advanced knowledge, which the king or the British and the Catholics, they didn't want people to have power, because if people have power and knowledge, they could actually take control of their reality, which no empire wants that. So what did they do? They removed reincarnation from the Bible. They removed all the alien stuff, like the Book of Enoch. They removed direct quotes from Jesus, like the Book of Thomas. They removed the Book of Mary, the Book of Joseph. Those are pretty important people and pretty important things that were discussed in all of those books and Gospels. There was also things from like the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Emerald Tablets and the Epic of Gilgamesh that they mixed into the Bible. They switched so many things around. It's pretty wild. Check out some of my other videos that Billy Carson did, and also go check out his channel, Forbidden Knowledge. He has so much incredible information on there. I can't say enough about how amazing he is and that information is. Back to aliens though. They are completely different from demons. Demons typically do not have a physical vessel, whereas aliens do. They're physical, like us. There's benevolent ones, there's malevolent ones, and there's neutral ones. The benevolent ones are light beings, like we are. Us humans are light beings. God made us very specifically so we could also co-create our reality with God. All aliens, even the bad ones, they know that. They know it. It's not a question. It's not a debate. There's no atheist aliens out there. They all know God. And they know Jesus as well. And it's really cool. It's so cool. And it actually confirms reality. Like, aliens confirm, like, a lot of the stuff that's in the Bible. They confirm Jesus. They confirm so many layers and levels to this. Jesus, he is the consciousness of our Milky Way galaxy. He's such a highly advanced soul and being. And it's such a rare cosmic event for such a highly advanced being to incarnate on a low third dimensional planet like Earth. And he's famous, not only in our universe, but in the multiverse as well. There's aliens that come from far away universes to the time space that Jesus was incarnated on Earth just to watch what happened. Like, it's that amazing to all of them, which just further confirms Christianity in a lot of ways. It's pretty epic. Now these demons and Nephilims and fallen angels, yes, that happened as well. There's a really epic story, actually a lot of epic stories. Spirit science goes into a lot of those as well, and Billy Carson too, and many other different people that are awakened and open. Elizabeth April talks about them as well. But you gotta understand that they differ significantly from actual aliens. And also, there are a lot of beings that we would consider aliens, but they're actually other Terrans or interdimensional beings that are very similar to us humans, but maybe they aren't light beings, or they're separate from demons though. They might have a similar agenda to demons, like they do have to feed off of light beings like us humans, off of our loosh or physical parts like our glands. But they still differ from demonic entities or spirits that are stuck or what have you. There's so many different types of beings. Like there's endless dimensions and there's so many different types of interdimensional beings. There's also a lot of comments in here about this being an old video, and that is true. It's still a very relevant video though. Disclosure has been happening for decades. Dr. Stephen Greer did his first disclosure at Congress, US Congress, in 1990. I was 3 years old. And he's been doing it decade after decade and getting more and more whistleblowers and insiders and people like Paul Hillier, the former Defense Minister of Canada. There's also the former Space Minister of Israel, Hayam Meshed, who also disclosed about the Galactic Federation and that, yes, there are lots of different live aliens working with different world governments here. And again, we live in a dual universe. There's a good side to it and there's a negative side to it. Benevolent, malevolent, masculine, feminine. There's two sides to the coin here. And I totally get people don't want to trust the government or what's in Congress. However, if people are disclosing this information and talking about it, it is very, very important. And we should be listening. More so than anything else, do your own research. Look into it. Look into the Apocrypha, all of the 50 plus Bible or books that were strategically removed from the Bible. That's a good place to start. Especially the Book of Enoch that goes into many different types of extraterrestrial beings that were incarnated and came to Earth at that time space when Jesus was around too. Pretty cool. There's also many comments about it being a distraction or Project Bluebeam. I get that too. Fair enough. That's a possibility, although I think at this point it's very unlikely because there are so many people awakened and so many people knowing and talking about this. And the more people talk about it and the more people know about it, the less they can actually do Project Bluebeam. So do you want to help set that up for them, or do you want to foil their plans of doing it? Because I'm with foiling the plans of them ever trying that. Also, with alien disclosure comes so much advanced technology, like how they can travel through space-time past the firmament, which outside the firmament is 5D, and underneath the firmament is 4D, 3D, 2D, 1D. They have interdimensional technology that could completely release our dependence off of oil and gas for travel and transport. Who wouldn't want that? Free energy to power all your homes? Free energy to get you from that place to that place without spending money on gas or having roads? You could just fly everywhere in a driverless flying Uber for very low cost, way lower cost than what we're paying now. With Dr. Stephen Greer's last disclosure in July 2023, they disclosed that the US government has over 100 spacecrafts. 100. That's pretty important. To brush this off as something not important is just setting humanity up more for failure. Please, people, please, even just for the technology alone. Let's acknowledge this, please. Not only that, but there is also advanced portal technology. There's advanced healing technology. They have the cures for every disease, every ailment, every genetic disorder. They can regrow limbs. They can de-age people. They can extend your lifespan from hundreds to even possibly thousands of years. We could start communicating. Actually, many of us are, myself included. We can be communicating en masse with highly evolved beings and learning what they know about taking care of the earth, taking care of ourselves. Oh my goodness. We have so many problems in the world. People, please wake up and realize how epic this is. We need change so bad in the world. Do you want to allow all of this to keep happening and all the problems? Or do you want to be the change you want to see in the world? Because I want things to change. Please share this. Spread knowledge. Be the change.
on Earth.
I love you. I will see you in the
At
next
this
video.
present time.
Mwah.